Welcome back to the garage, guys. I'm Damien and this is the Binder Builder. In the last video I introduced you to the motor for the Bug. Now it's finally time to do something with it. Last time I touched this crate, it was about a year and a half ago, and boy, pulling it out this time, it did fight me. All right, so what's next on getting the Bug to Kansas? Well, the motor. You guys just saw me struggle to get it out from the corner, all by my onesie, and anyway, let's unpack this thing and see what she got for us. All right, now that the engine is uncovered, I could take a quick look and gander, and sure enough, there is a big overhang. What I am super happy to see are these studs here. That's the studs that mount to the transmission, and so I was worried I would have to replace those, figure out the length and all that other stuff. They're on there, perfect, but here's the thing. This is where it bolts on the transmission. You see all this stuff coming this way. So if we look at the transmission, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get it in there with it like so. So what I'm going to do is move my transmission back. So I'm going to scoot it back. It's one of the reasons I didn't weld it all together. So I'm going to move it back probably quite a bit, tack it into place, borrow a engine hoist or cherry picker, put that onto there, and that's the job for today. Once that is done, I can go ahead and start putting together the wheels and tires and get this thing rolling. Then I'll have all the big, super big parts and stuff connected to the car. So I am going to be able to rent a car transport from U-Haul and take the sucker to Kansas and be good. Yeehaw, man. Yeehaw. All right, let's keep going. First things first, get this motor out of the crate. And that means unbolting it from the stand. Then I move the trans rearward so that the engine wouldn't hit the firewall. And after getting out the welder, I put down some pretty solid but small welds to secure the trans to the chassis. Then after going across the street to borrow an engine hoist, and having connected the chains to the exhaust studs, I began removing the bolts that secured the engine to the crate. And after making sure it wouldn't just slip and fall, I positioned the motor on the rear of the Bug. This whole process was actually going pretty quickly, but I did run into some trouble with putting it on the trans. The trans was tipped up, the motor was not, so that made it hard to get it in the right spot to push into place. So I lined up the bottom studs off the motor with the holes in the bell housing. Then after lowering it slightly to give me some play in the chain, I used the floor jack to lift the engine until the upper studs lined up with their holes. From there, the motor just slid into place. I got the nuts out and started securing the motor to the transaxle. With that done, I was able to detach the chain, and after removing the floor jack, the motor was mounted. I'm not saying it's going to stay this way, but yeah, it's in there. Now, I will say that I left plenty of room. I don't mind the broken thermostat housing. Speaking of which, if any of you guys have a thermostat housing for a J35, I need it. In transport, this thing tipped over. I guess the forklift guys were getting a little crazy, and it busted the crap out of that. So, not mad at Bobby at all. He did the best he could. Forklift drivers, if you've been around them, these guys are freaking NASCAR racers in training, I swear. Bumping and bruising, that's the name of the game. But anyway, it is in. Freaky. Super freaky. But yeah, it's in. So that's that. And Man, I think I'll put a little support on it. Yeah, it's still bouncing. Yeah, if it's gonna bounce like that, wow, I can't even stop it. That's crazy. All right, cool. Looks like I need to put more support on it. And yeah, next thing, tires. I gotta get the tires on it. Man, that constant oscillating thing was wild, but I suppose it's understandable with the engine just hanging off in two little tubes. Either way, that will certainly be fixed. But in the meantime, I just threw on a ratchet strap to help give it some support. And after the hoist was returned, I started to put the exhaust back on the motor. To me, putting the exhaust on does two things. One, it keeps crap out of the exhaust ports, and two, it's a lot easier way to transport them than packing them up. And with that, I think I'll end this video here. I know it's just a short one, but it is a major milestone in the bug build. And I will say, seeing it this way, it freaking looks awesome. Kind of gets you in the mood to finish this thing up, doesn't it? But as always, please like this video and consider leaving a comment. Oh, and by the way, the wifey just gave me permission to get some pretty high ticket items for the bug build. So definitely smash that subscribe button and actually consider following me on Instagram, as sometimes I post some sneak peeks before the videos come out. Anyway, I'm Damien. This is the Binder Builder. Be good, do good, and I'll see you on the next one.